A wise man once said, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. It's about believing in the path ahead, even when it's shrouded in mystery and uncertainty." These are the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., still echoing through time, reminding us of the power of faith in the face of adversity. Join us as we unfold why faith isn't about certainty, but about a belief in the unknown, a power mightier than anything we may face, and the courage to move forward even when doubts cloud our vision. Stay tuned in till the end to find out how these stories of faith transformations have the power to inspire us all, reminding us of the strength that resides within and connect us to the universal human experience. What can we learn from these seeds of hope planted in the fertile ground of the human spirit? How can we avoid the traps that sometimes lead us all astray? These stories are not just tales of distant saints or biblical figures, but real-life experiences that impact all of us. Experiences of ordinary people who found extraordinary strength through their faith. They show us that faith is not a relic of the past, but a living, breathing force in our everyday lives. If you find these stories inspiring, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button so you never miss an update. Your support will help us empower countless lives with hope and purpose. We also encourage you to share your thoughts. What stood up most to you? We'd love to hear from you. Please also share with your family and friends so together we'll all benefit from these timeless stories. Don't miss out. These powerful stories could change the way you approach life forever.
Ever thought of what happens when a pebble drops into a still pond? The impact creates ripples that spread outward, touching every part of the water's surface. Faith stories possess a similar power. When we hear about someone overcoming adversity through faith, it creates a ripple effect of hope and inspiration that extends far beyond the individual. These stories remind us that even in the darkest of times, a spark of faith can ignite a flame of resilience. They can uplift us when we are down, motivate us when we feel lost, and give us the strength to keep going when faced with life's inevitable challenges. Doubts? So what has doubt got to do with all of this? It's a universal human experience, an unwelcome companion that sometimes whispers uncertainties in the quiet corners of our minds. We may question our beliefs, our purpose, even our own worthiness. These doubts can feel isolating, leaving us feeling lost and disconnected. But it's important to remember that doubt is not the opposite of faith. It's a natural part of our journey. Just as a seed needs darkness to germinate, our faith can grow stronger when we confront our doubts with courage. It's in those moments of wrestling with uncertainty that we often discover a deeper, more resilient faith.
In a small village nestled amidst rolling hills lived a baker known for his kindness and his delicious bread. His daughter Anya possessed a heart as warm as the loaves her father pulled from the oven each morning.
One day, a drought plagued the land, withering crops and casting a shadow of despair over the village. The baker's once flourishing business dwindled, leaving him with barely enough to feed his family.
Anya, her faith unwavering, decided to act. She took the last of their flour and baked a single loaf of bread. Carrying it to the center of the village, she knelt and prayed for rain, her small act of faith a beacon of hope in the face of despair. Word of Anya's prayer spread throughout the village. Some scoffed, their hearts hardened by hardship. Others, touched by her unwavering belief, joined her in prayer. Days turned into weeks, weeks to many months. The skies remained clear. Doubt began to creep into even Anya's heart.
One evening, as the sun began its descent, a stranger rode into the village. He was weary and hungry, his clothes dusty from travel. Anya, remembering her father's teachings of compassion, offered the stranger the last of her bread and a place to rest.
As they sat together, the stranger noticed her sadness. Anya told him of the drought, her voice filled with despair. The stranger listened patiently, his eyes filled with kindness. He reached into his bag and pulled out a small, smooth stone. It was not just any stone, but one that had been carried through many journeys, symbolizing resilience and hope.
The stranger explained to Anya that the stone represents faith. It was a tangible reminder that even the smallest things can hold immense power and significance. It may seem small and insignificant, but it holds the power to move mountains. Just like our beliefs, which may start small but can grow to achieve the unimaginable.
He gave the stone to Anya, urging her to never lose hope. He told her that this stone was a symbol of the strength she carried within her. Sometimes we must look beyond what we see to find what we need. It's in those moments of introspection that we discover our true strength and purpose. The next morning, the stranger was gone. But several weeks later, Anya awoke to the sound of raindrops pattering against her window. It was a gentle reminder of the promise of new beginnings. Rushing outside, she saw the parched earth drinking in the life-giving rain. The land, once dry and barren, was now coming back to life. And in that moment, Anya understood. She realized that just as the earth needed rain, her soul needed faith to thrive. Faith isn't about the absence of doubt. It's about the courage to believe, even when you couldn't see the outcome. It's about holding on to hope, no matter how small, and letting it guide us through the darkest times.
Anya's story, like countless others, reminds us that faith is not a passive belief but an active force that can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. These stories echo through generations, reminding us of the resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering power of hope. They teach us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, faith can be the bridge that carries us from darkness to light, from despair to hope. These are not just stories. They are testaments to the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us, waiting to be ignited by the spark of faith. As we've journeyed through these stories, we've witnessed the transformative power of faith. We've seen how ordinary people, faced with extraordinary circumstances, found strength, resilience, and hope through their belief in something greater than themselves. Their stories invite us to reflect on our own lives, our own struggles, and our own journeys of faith. What challenges have tested your faith? Where have you found strength in the face of adversity? We would love to hear from you.
Let's keep believing and let's keep seeking. In every sunrise, there is a promise of a new beginning, a fresh start, and an opportunity to seek out new horizons. Faith, like a muscle, grows stronger with use. Just as lifting weights builds physical strength, practicing faith fortifies our spirit. It requires dedication, perseverance, and a belief in something greater than ourselves. It's a journey, not a destination, filled with twists and turns, moments of doubt and unwavering belief. The path may be winding and the trail rocky, but each step taken in faith brings us closer to our true purpose. As we move forward, let us remember the stories we've shared, the lessons we've learned, and the unwavering hope that faith offers. These stories are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives, each one adding to the rich tapestry of our shared human experience. May we continue to seek out stories of faith, to share our own experiences, and to support one another on this extraordinary journey of the human spirit. In moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat, let us be there for each other, offering a hand to hold and a heart that understands. For in the words of the poet, faith is the bird that feels the light when the dawn is still dark. Even in our darkest moments, faith gives us the strength to believe in the promise of a new day. Let your light shine brightly, and never stop believing in the power of faith to transform your life and the world around you. Embrace the journey, cherish the moments, and keep seeking, keep believing, for the best is yet to come.
As we've journeyed through these stories, we've witnessed the transformative power of faith. We've seen how ordinary people, faced with extraordinary circumstances, found strength, resilience, and hope through their belief in something greater than themselves. Their stories invite us to reflect on our own lives, our own struggles, and our own journeys of faith. What challenges have tested your faith? Where have you found strength in the face of adversity? We would love to hear from you. Share your faith journey to help encourage others on their way, so together we can touch one heart and one soul at a time.